Hello everyone and welcome to MSc Physics Semester 3. In this semester I will be associated with course code PPH 3802. This is 3802. I will be associated with 3802 and unit number 4, that is photovoltaic system or photovoltaic science. Okay, so this will be a very short lecture that is just on the introduction of the syllabus. Okay, we will discuss the syllabus and we will discuss that how what is solar cell, what is the basic fundamentals of solar cells. Okay, so let us go through the syllabus. So this is the syllabus. First of all, we will see that PN junction under illumination. Let me discuss about something about solar cell. That solar cell is nothing but a PN junction. This solar cell is nothing but a PN junction. Okay, solar cell is nothing but a PN junction device. Okay, now we have already studied PN junction in our previous studies, in our previous syllabus, that PN junction operates in reverse bias and forward bias. Okay, but over here, reverse bias and forward bias is nothing but when you apply power from outside. Okay, but solar cell is nothing but a device which is generating power. So solar cell will not be operated in reverse bias or forward bias. It will be generating power. Okay, so that we are going to study. Then the next topic which we are going to study is the generation of photovoltaic. That how voltage is being generated in solar cell. Then light generated current. Then how current, we all know that current is nothing but flow of electrons. So how that flow of electrons is being generated, and we will see the solar cell characteristics. Okay, so there are some of the characteristics associated with solar cell. Then the next topic is we will study about the generation of electron hole pairs. Okay, so generation of electron hole pairs will give rise to the light generated current, and then it will give rise to photovoltaic. That we are going to study in detail in the proceedings or coming lectures. So we will study rate of generation and absorption coefficient. We will study absorption coefficient. As in the last semester we have seen that alpha is the absorption coefficient. In the similar way for materials also, because solar cell will be made up of PN junction. PN junctions are nothing but semiconductors, and semiconductors which also have absorption coefficient. Okay. Now, after generation of electron hole pairs in a semiconductor, there will be a parallel process going with the generation, that is recombination. Okay. Generation means the evolution of electron hole pair. Recombination means the combining, means the mixing electrons comes to the hole and recombine. There are number of subtopics in which we will see the generation of electron hole pair. Okay, we will see generation of electron hole pair, generation of carriers, that how electron and hole pairs are generated with the incident of light, with the incident of photons. Light is nothing but photons. Okay, and it will also play an absorption coefficient. It will also have a role of absorption coefficient. Okay, solar cell is being made up of semiconductors. Right, and semiconductors will have their absorption coefficient. Now, how their absorption coefficient is going to affect the absorption of photons, the absorption of electromagnetic waves by semiconductor, and how that semiconductor will convert that electromagnetic waves or photons into electrons. Okay, and the flow of electrons, that is current. Okay, now in this process of generation of electron hole pair, there is always a parallel process going to generation. There is always a parallel process with generation, that is recombination. Okay, there is always a parallel process going with generation, that is recombination. We will see recombination of carriers. how recombination of carriers will take place, how many types of recombination process are there, and what is the physics behind that. Okay, we'll see band-to-band recombination, then trap assisted and Auger recombination. Okay, after recombination we will take the device, means the solar cell, and we will study the losses inside the solar cell, that what kind of losses are going to be there in solar cell, and effect of series and shunt resistance on efficiency of solar cell. We will also see that how this series resistance is been evolving, how this shunt resistance is evolving, how, what is the birthplace of this shunt resistance in solar cell, and what is the effect of it on its efficiency of solar cell. Okay, this we are going to study. Okay, we are just going with a glimpse of the syllabus. This first lecture is only about the discussion with respect to syllabus and what we are going to study. Okay, so the next topic which we are going to study in this unit is analytical techniques. We will include some of the techniques which is been widely used, very important to understand or to study the characteristics or the physical properties or the characteristics, ideal properties of a solar cell for the measurement of solar cell. Okay, those are some of the analytical techniques. We will see the solar cell simulator or IV measurement, right? Because if I have fabricated a device, or if I have fabricated a solar cell inside laboratory, then it has to be characterized with respect to its IV measurement, that how much current it is producing, how much voltage it is producing, that I have to measure. That is nothing but IV measurement. Okay, now after that we will see quantum efficiency measurement. We will see quantum efficiency measurement. In quantum efficiency measurement we will be able to understand two types of quantum efficiency, that is internal quantum efficiency and external quantum efficiency. We will see in details in the upcoming lectures. Quantum efficiency is related to the individual efficiency of photons. Okay, photons, the light is nothing but made up of electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves will have different wavelengths, different frequency. So if you find out the efficiency of a solar cell, or you find out the efficiency of a device solar cell with respect to different wavelengths, with respect to different particular frequency or particular wavelengths, that is the meaning of quantum efficiency. That is the meaning of quantum efficiency. Okay, in addition to that, with respect to quantum efficiency measurement, we will also see minority carrier lifetime and diffusion length. What is the meaning of minority carrier lifetime? Minority carrier lifetime means the moment when an electron hole pair is being generated, up to how much time it is going to be detached, means how much time how long it is going to be alive before going to be recombination. Okay, so the time between generation and recombination, time between generation and recombination is nothing but minority carrier lifetime. Okay, we are going to study in depth in the previous lectures. Then going ahead, solar photovoltaic modules. Now what are modules? Up till now we were discussing about a single solar cell or a single device, but in practice, if you see on rooftop of houses or industries, you will see big panels are there. Those are known as modules. Those are nothing but modules. Okay, single cell are not be able to give the amount of power, not be able to give the amount of required current or required voltage. So in order to reach the amount of power or the amount of voltage which has been required, minimum requirement for any individual household, we need to have the series and parallel connection of solar cells. So we will study series and parallel connection of cells, and in that connection also we will be going to have a problems, and that problems are nothing but mismatch. Those are nothing but mismatch. So we will see the series and parallel connection of individual solar cells in detail and the problems associated with it. Okay, Okay, so this is the mismatch in series connection, hotspots, and its solutions. This hotspot in module is nothing but a solution of that mismatch in parallel connection. Okay, so we are going to study this in detail. Moving ahead. Okay, over here I would like to draw an attention. This is just an introduction lecture, so please try to understand the basic things, some of the basic introduction to the syllabus or introduction to the topic. Okay, you can say that. Now PN junction diode, this PN junction diode, up till now we have studied as a diode which is operated in forward bias and reverse bias. Okay, so forward bias and reverse bias. But remember over here we are providing power. We are providing battery over here. Okay. We are supplying, but in case of solar cell, PN junction is generating. Okay, in case of solar cell is also a PN junction. This is also PN junction. Okay, this is generating. Okay, so we will study the physics behind that, how it is generating. Remember, for this generation, the dark and illumination condition means dark and light. This is dark and light. Okay, so there is depletion region. Depletion region is very important. Depletion region is very important in the efficiency of solar cell, that we are going to study in detail. Okay. Then we will see the generation and recombination of charge carriers, that I have already talked to you, that how the generation is been taking place, what is absorption coefficient, and the types of recombination. We have band-to-band, trap assisted and Auger recombination. Okay. Then we will study losses, analytical techniques. This I have already discussed as in the previous slide. Then we will see solar photovoltaic modules. In that we will see series and parallel connection, problems related to it, and mismatch in series and parallel connection, and what will be its solution. So we will study the solution for it. Okay. Thank you.